Hi, I'm Jason Sobzak, and this is Chris Sims. We're the owners of CrossFit East Cobb. I'm here to give you a little bit of background on how Chris and I know each other, how we got into CrossFit, and how we eventually came about opening up a CrossFit gym in 2009. A few months after 9/11 happened, I'd been out of active duty for about 8 years. I felt the need to get back involved and wanted to do something to serve the country. I found out I had a Georgia Army National Guard unit here in Atlanta, H Company, 121st Long Range Surveillance. So I went down there. Ended up enlisting with them. Summer of 2002, Chris was coming off of active duty, being in the 25th Infantry Division out of Hawaii. We got assigned as being part of the same long-range surveillance team, basically a six-man team that does reconnaissance, surveillance, target acquisition, things like that. We basically trained together for about a year or so as part of the same LURS team. And then early 2003, we got mobilized for Operation Iraqi Freedom, deployed together that spring, spent some time on active duty together. I ended up staying with the LURS unit for a few years after that. Chris ended up going on to Special Forces selection and a qualification course. We stayed friends during that time.
So when I went up to Fort Bragg for the Q course, my class got tasked with CrossFit because the Army was doing a study on what would be the best physical fitness program for the elite of the Army. So my class did CrossFit. Our PT scores were so far off the charts that it kind of caused the physical fitness programming and methodology within special operations to come to a screeching halt and then analyze what was going on. And what was going on was CrossFit. I haven't found anything that is better than it. And I guess if I or if anybody ever finds out something that's a better conditioning program than CrossFit, I assure you I'll be doing that next.
He talked to me about it for a couple of years of trying to get me to try it out. I was definitely very resistant to change, and I thought I was in great shape. So finally, between Chris and another buddy, I decided to give in, try to CrossFit workout at another box on the other side of town. Got crushed by it, loved it. We were both obviously very into CrossFit. We kind of started talking. We're like, hey, let's open a CrossFit gym. We built it out in May of 2009, opened our doors June 6th of 2009, and it's really taken off for us from that point. Yeah, one thing we're definitely known here for is training endurance athletes, from 100-mile ultra marathoners. I believe we've got about 5 of those in the house, multiple Ironman, half Ironman. Yeah. Tons of us are regular members who completed a 50K just on running 1 day a week. I found out about a 50K over in Alabama, the Mount Cheahaw. Basically got ready for that on 3 weeks of training after I did the CrossFit Endurance Cert. Went out, got my taste of ultra running, loved it. Ended up doing my first 100-mile ultra marathon in November of 2009. And since then, between us always talking about endurance events, it's definitely created an atmosphere for people to be intrigued by it and be like, you know what, I want to do one more than a 10K or a marathon. I want to go further than that. So yeah, over the last couple of years, yeah, Chris has done 100-miler. We've had multiple members do 100-mile ultra marathons. We'll have a couple more going out for this coming fall.
Last year with the 50K, we had roughly 15 people compete in the Mount Cheahaw 50K. I think maybe 4 of those runners from our box had ever even done a 10K before. So, that's quite an achievement for someone to go from a 10K to, we're never doing a 10K, to running a little over 31 miles.
With the whole mental toughness aspect of it, it's a great confidence builder for people too. When you get someone to climb the rope for the first time, or do a muscle up, or hit a PR on some kind of Olympic lift, it really builds their confidence, not just only inside the gym, but out in the real world. Just seeing people move around a lot more confidently. CrossFit makes you strong from the inside out. It really does. There's been times where I feel like I can fall in the back of a truck, get run over, get up, brush it off, and keep going. So I wish we would have discovered this in high school. If we would have had this way back then, it would have been life-changing for us for sure. So.